My name is Fernando. My topic is Local Area Network, LAN. A LAN is a network that connects computers in a relatively small area and default such a room, a building, or set of buildings.
Computers in the same home, computers in the same office, computers in the same building. But when you talk about a LAN, you're basically talking about computers that are relatively close to each other, that are connected and part of the same network. They can share printers, they can share servers, they can share
Definition.
documents and so on.
It is a group of computers that belong to the same organization and are connected within a small graphic although a network usually with the same technology. The most used is
Hey,
Ethernet.
this is Doc. If you're looking for a cheap and easy way to put your own content on the web,
Pros
look
and
at
cons.
domain names from hover.com.
Local area network.
Just visit
Pros.
hover.com/butterscotch.
Sharing network
You'll get 10%
resource,
off and
economic
support shows like these.
expansion,
Thanks.
PC base, security, access to other operating systems, improvement in the organization of the company, and cons to succeed the process of exchanging information must be shared geographically PCs, one can connection PC or microcomputer. Components. The component is server, workstation, network card, the medium.
This is the scope of network that most people refer to when
The
they say the
server,
term network.
it is the
Now, a
host
network is just two or
of
more
the
computers
network
connected together
management
for the purpose of
system
sharing
support
data.
is
When we talk about a local area
providing
network, what we
all
are defining
service
ourselves to is what we would
to
find
the
in our
terminal
home or in our
connection to
office.
the work
So the local
network.
area network is the most basic and usually the
Workstation
most studied type of network there is for the
compute
fundamental knowledge of
the
networking.
network
So let's go ahead
terminal
and begin by looking at a standalone computer.
equipment
If I had a
may
standalone
be
computer,
used
it would not be networked at
PC,
all.
terminal,
Basically, I could turn
or
the
with
computer on
their
and run the
or
applications that are
physical
on the
device.
computer, and eventually I'm going to want to get
Network
to the
card
point where I want to share
element
data with
is
another
the
standalone computer.
interface
If I
that
didn't have this
allows
local area network, then
connecting
I'd have to find
a
somebody willing
computer
to take
to
the
the
data,
network,
some kind of removable
begin
device,
the
such as a flash
pillar
drive,
that
and
holds
run the data over to the
the
other computer
entire
and
network.
transfer the data that way.
The
Now, that's actually
medium
got a technical term. It's called a sneaker net. We want to
constitutes
get away from sneaker nets and really
the
utilize
wings
networking
and
itself. So
connectors
what we'll introduce is
with
a device called a
lines,
switch. Now,
the
in the
network
workplace or in an
component.
office, typically we'd have switches that would connect all of our computers together using Ethernet cables. At
LAN,
home, you typically don't have a switch.
network,
At home, you typically use your
network
router
computer, network
as a device
computer
that acts as a
connecting
switch for all the computers
to
you plugged in at home. Now,
routers
if you have multiple computers that connect using Ethernet cables,
or
then you're going to
switch.
introduce a switch into your network. And the switch is going to allow us to have data sent from one computer. It's going to read that data and then forward it on to the appropriate computer that's on the network. Now, every computer on our network actually has a different address called a MAC address.
Application is whether application is the interconnection of personal computers and workstation in office, factories, etc. to share resources and exchange data and applications. Ultimately, allows two or more machines to communicate. Hub, switch, computer, computer A, computer B, computer C. The internet hub, pass, switch. The switch distributes computer A, computer B, computer C for communication.
And in that frame, it must put the network address, physical address of the computer A, physical address of computer C, that is sometimes called MAC address. Computer A, of course, knows the MAC address of its own LAN card, and we find out what is the MAC address of computer C C, compose the frame, will send it to the hub, and hub will send it to all of the computers and the router, but only computer C will find that the physical address belongs to computer C, and then will pick the frame and look at the page.
Thank you.